All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the party. This is Simply Cyber's Daily Cyber Threat Brief Podcast, November 26th, Thanksgiving Eve. It's a Wednesday, Worldwide Wednesday. If you're looking to stay current on the top cybersecurity news stories of the day while engaging with an active, supportive chat who is full of practitioners sharing tips, tricks, and techniques, and ultimately leveling you up as a practitioner today, transactionally, and in your long-term career goals strategically, well, then you're in the right place, because that's what we're doing every single day here at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. It's the Simply Cyber Daily Cyber Threat Brief with Dr. Gerald Auger. We're off and running on this beautiful Wednesday morning. What up, everybody? Good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. Crushing this week. You know, I felt like this week was going to go slow because a lot of people are on holiday, but we're at work. And surprisingly, this thing is sliding like it's a slip and slide circa 1983, getting it all greased up. And we're off and running. Can't wait. Excited for tomorrow. I do have a poll question for the community later on about tomorrow's show, but I'll leave that as a teaser, a little retention trick, as we call it in the biz. Guys, every single day we go through these top cyber stories of the day. I have no idea what they are. I am your host, but I'm also a 20-year plus practitioner in the cybersecurity space. I love cybersecurity. So no matter what stories come up, I am able to navigate and handle them. But I just want you to know this show is, we're going to figure it out together.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I don't have time to research and prep beforehand. I got things going on back in the main home there, right? You know what I mean? Every single episode of the Daily Cyber Threat Brief, including this one, Ad Tech, Phil Stafford, Jenny Housley, and the mod crew. Quadruple B 8001, good morning to you too. Love the sunrise. Guys, every episode is worth half a CPE, so say what's up in chat, grab a screenshot, include the show name, because not the Daily Cyber Threat Brief, but like on YouTube, you can see it says episode whatever, and the date, November 26th. That's what's going on. It looked like it said 1012, which I feel like we've done 1012 a few times, so we might have a indexing issue on the back end. We'll get to the bottom of that, but ultimately, when you type what's up, you'll see your name right above me, like Steve Young. Good to see you this morning, Steve. Kishin InfoSec in here. Mara Levy, as always, on the reg. Just say what's up. If today's your first episode, we typically have a couple first-timers every single episode. If today's your first episode, welcome to the party, pal. This is all about good times up in this mother trucker, and I hope you stay with us. But if you would say hashtag first-timer in chat. Just type it in there like a hashtag first-timer. I'll demonstrate really quickly. First-timer. Boom. Tough acting, tenactin, just like that. You've got your first timer in there, and then we will welcome you, because it's not to call you out and point at you and be like, hey, new kid. It's much more like, hey, welcome to the party. We want you to feel welcome in here. And because of that, we have a special sound effect and a special emote. Yeah, I think so too, Elliot Mattice. We'll call it episode 1013, okay? We don't have AI doing all the things yet. We do have humans doing things. So sometimes some issues pop up. No big deal. We'll get through it. All right, guys, every single day of the week has a special segment, and typically we visit that segment at the mid-roll, but on Wednesday, we do Worldwide Wednesday to show how amazing this community is, and we do it by going around the world in 2 minutes, and I highlight a map of the world and show you. And guess what? Spoiler alert, we basically get worldwide coverage three out of 4 weeks of the month, right? Like 75% of the time. I do want to say shout out to the Australian contingent. There's always one of you that stays up. I don't know if you guys like have a rotation going, like your third shift sock or something, but there's always one Australian who hangs out and waits for it. It says here, and then they bust out of there and go to bed. But before we do it, I got to say shout out and thank you. You know what's up, Marcus Kyler. That was such a early reference. I got to say what's up to the stream sponsors, those who enable me to bring this show to you every single day in all of its capacities. First stream sponsor, Joe Hudson. I'm just kidding, but I just love Joe Hudson. And every time I put this Joe Hudson shirt on, I got to say what's up to my boy, Joe Hudson, keeping it real. Guys, I do want to say shout out to Flare Academy. Flare. Go to simplycyber.io/Flare. Hold on, let me do this really quickly. Oh my God. https://simplycyber.io/Flare. Check it out. Here is the business proposition, guys. They have unbelievable cyber threat intelligence analysts doing all sorts of threat intel and dark web stuff. Like, they have their finger on the pulse of what is actually happening in the cyber threat actor community. It's dangerous stuff what they do, okay? So, like, we're not making light of it. And every month they get together and they provide an amazing 2-hour webinar. Just a couple days ago, they had deep dive into identity and access management around Active Directory and Entra ID. Well, come on down. Come on down and check this out. They're doing a retrospective 2025 state of the dark web. This is literally, if you want to know what the pulse is of the dark web and the cyber threat actor underground community, this is it. It's only 1 hour. I'm going to be, hold on, December 11th, 11 a.m. Let me see if I can be, I would like to be there. I love these debriefs over the year. You know what I mean? Like, to me, they're always super valuable. I'm looking at my calendar right now. December 11th, 11 a.m. Con. Oh, no, I will be here. Yes, sir. All right, I'll be there. I'm registering for this. I'm registering. So go check it out, simplycyber.io/Flare. Look at this panel. They got 4 panelists, CTO, CMO, cyber threat intelligence analysts. It's going to be dope. I'm excited for it, guys. I also want to say shout out to Anti-Siphon, Roswell, UK. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, really quick, Anti-Siphon Training is blowing out their Black Friday special now. They are disrupting the traditional cybersecurity training industry by offering high-quality, cutting-edge education to everyone, regardless of financial position. They are offering a special, which kind of seems out of place for them because it is $1,500, but wait for it. You get a 1-year subscription, right? So that actually, over a 1 year, that actually spaces out. You get access to their entire course catalog. You get access to their cyber range to practice. Look at all this stuff, dude. It's sick. What I would say is, obviously, if you're looking for a gift for that student, this could be kind of a higher end item. But if you have training dollars, that you need to burn before the end of the year, this, my friend, this could fill it. So go check that out at antisyphontraining.com/black-friday-2025. I'll put a link in the chat so it's easier for you guys. Always appreciate Anti-Siphon Training and what they do. Let's hear from, hold on. Whoa. Okay. We were going to play the Threat Locker ad read, but we have a double shot here. Crew, squad members, if you will. Steve, IK1WK, welcome to the party, pal. He says, first timer, been listening for a couple months, though. You know what? Hey, first timer in chat, we'll take it. Welcome to the party, pal. Slow playing it. I get it, dude. A lot of people have fear of commitment. You didn't want to come out on the first day and say you were here. I got it. You wanted to test us out. Well, I hope the fact that you keep coming back months later makes me feel that we're passing the sniff test. Now, not only IT, check it out. I don't know if this is the exact same role, but at Simply CyberCon, not only IT had an interview, and we were talking about it and trying to find a place for him to get quiet, and it was good. And I hadn't pushed any updates, but he says in chat right now, hold on, can I bring this up on chat? Like, forgive me for delaying this, but I do want I want to bring it on stage so people can see it. Member for 42 months. Accepted a role as IT service coordinator yesterday. ITC took some time, but finally got it. IT PM role, but back in the IT game anyways. Not only IT. I came in like a wrecking ball. Yes, sir. Oh my God, guys, squad members, if you're a squad member, get those wrecking ball emotes in place. Congratulations, not only IT. Super pumped for you. Love it. Okay. Let's hear from Threat Locker, and then when we come back, it's going to be Daft Punk all in your face. And if you listen, if you're wearing a hat, take it off because it's going to get blown back. If you got a wig on, equal, right? Your socks, go put a second pair of socks on because they're going to get blown off too, all right? Let's do Threat Locker, then go around the world. I want to give some love to the daily cyber threat brief sponsor, Threat Locker. Do zero-day exploits and supply chain attacks keep you up at night? Well, worry no more. You can harden your security with Threat Locker. Worldwide, companies like JetBlue trust Threat Locker to secure their data and keep their business operations flying high. Threat Locker takes a deny-by-default approach to cybersecurity and provides a full audit of every action allowed or blocked for risk management and compliance. Onboarding and operation is fully supported by their US-based Cyber Heroes support team. Get a free 30-day trial and learn more about how Threat Locker can help prevent ransomware and ensure compliance. Visit threatlocker.com/dailycyber. I love it, I love it, I love it. It is the job that he was interviewing for at Simply CyberCon. Straight dope, man. Super pumped for you. All right, guys, every single day of the week has a special segment. And this one feels right for today. About to celebrate Thanksgiving, go into a holiday. Got the coffee cooking. The retro synthwave background is looking pretty tight. The palm trees are in. Daft Punk is here. Guys, here's the deal. Timer's going to be set for 2 minutes. You call it out in chat where you are. I'll light it up. We'll see if we can go around the world. It's simple but powerful. Here we go. Texas carries first out the gates. Where we are. Where you at? Where are you at? Roswell, UK. Where you at, buddy? Where you at? Come on, let's go. Denver, Colorado. Tech Grunt, my man. Poner Joe's up in PA. Loving that East Coast love. Toupee is locked down. Nice Steve Young. Coffee cup cheers to you, too. Let's go. Neckbeard up in Pennsylvania as well. Colorado is chilly. Faced oil across the pond, bringing Ireland on stream. Love it, love it, love it. Let's cook. Utah's in the house. Philly, my man, Huntsville. Greetings from Chile. We got South America online. Yes, sir. Love it. Punta Arenas, I've been there. Dirty Jers, Jamaica me crazy, Damien. Jamaica online. We've got some Caribbean action. Milky Way, all right. Midlands. Kerry, Ireland. Very nice. Buffalo, New York. Let's go, Milwaukee. Portugal, yes, sir. We got Europe. Mainland Europe online. Bangladesh, Asia's in the house. Hello, Bangladesh. Thank you for coming out this morning. Kenya, Africa. Now we're just flexing, yo. Where's my Kenya? Kenya's on the right side, isn't it? All right, we're going to cheat. We're going to use the cheat code. There it is. Nice. Kenya's in the house. Greenville. What's up, upstate? Peoria, Illinois. Been there a few times. Cincinnati. Tough against the Pats the other day. Who's in Utah? Ghana. Yes, sir. We got Ghana's in the house. Thank you. Let's go, Ghana. Bangladesh. India's here. We got India. Portugal. Yes, sir. Argentina. South America. You guys are getting cray-cray this morning. Love it. Love it, love it. Oh, Canada's here, of course. All right, let's keep going. Hotlana's in here. South Dakota. Kitchen InfoSec. Unicorns, I love it. We got Saurabh Gupta in India. We got it. Finland. All right, Scandinavia is online. Let's go. That Baltic Sea connection. Getting hot in there. Finland, Qatar. Woo! All right, Middle East, I see you. Hold on, let's get Qatar in here. Qatar. Oh my God, guys. Holy crap. The UP. I do love those people from the UP. They talk slow, but they are impactful. Nothing wrong with talking slow. They just take their time to get to their point. I love it. I love Michigan and Michigan people. Marcus Kyler's a Michigan person. All right. Roswell, UK. I guess we'll just take it. All right. Hey, looking really quick back through chat. Colombia. Holy crap, dude. South America. I guess. I don't know. I guess the YouTube algorithm picked up and went into there. Australia. Okay. So DJ Bsec saw it. All right. Let's take a quick inventory, guys. We've got North America, South America for sure. I've never seen this much South America at once. Africa is covered. Europe covered. Asia covered. Australia covered. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what going around the world looks like at Simply Cyber. Super amazing, supportive community, straight crushing it like a bunch of bosses. Thank you to Marcus Kyler for developing the map for us. Thank you, all of you, for showing up. Tanzania coming in hot from the top rope. We'll mark it. Tanzania. Yep. Okay, there we go. First time watcher from Ohio. Yes, sir. Welcome to the party, pal. Welcome to the party, pal. Brews and Hacks is here. Well, let's do it. All right. Hey, DSan1558. DSan, I hope you enjoy the crap out of the show. Guys, we have fun. We kick it. We do some fun activities, but eventually we got to put the work in. So do me a favor, everyone. Sit back, relax, and let's let the cool sounds of the hot news wash over us all in an awesome wave. I'll see you guys at the mid-roll. Computer, throw the chyrons up.
From the CISO series, it's cybersecurity headlines.
Thank you, computer.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Wednesday, November 26th, 2025. I'm Sarah Lane. CISA warns of app break-ins. CISA says state-backed hackers and cyber mercenaries are breaking into Signal and WhatsApp accounts using spoofed apps, phishing, malicious QR codes, and zero-click exploits to hijack devices belonging to high-value users across the US, Europe, and the Middle East. Recent campaigns include Russia-aligned crews abusing Signal's linked device feature and a WhatsApp zero-click exploit on Samsung phones, along with spyware that impersonates popular apps.
All right.
StealC.
So it sounds like it's a full-out blitz on these messaging apps. Now, a couple things. Again, I don't research or prep for these shows, and I'm a GRC dork. So a lot of my thoughts and perspectives are going to come from that CISO perspective and risk management perspective, which at the end of the day is why I get paid to help organizations protect themselves. So that's the value I'm trying to deliver to you guys. So check it out. Number one, to me, this clearly demonstrates, and this shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone, but this effectively demonstrates to me that threat actors are realizing that the messaging apps are where the critical information is, right? Obviously, like databases and all email and stuff like that is important, but even the federal government, U.S. federal government came out like maybe a year ago and advised VIPs and federal officials to start using secure messaging apps for communication, thinking that that would reduce the likelihood of compromise of confidentiality. One of our three core security objectives, right? Security plus, get your CIA triads here. Well, fast forward, everybody takes the guidance and starts using it. So now threat actors pivot. To me, this is a clear indication of a modification of the threat landscape. And when you're doing your threat modeling, what you need to be thinking about and considering. So Signal and WhatsApp, they are using a variety. I would imagine that iMessage and, like any of these other messaging apps are also in scope. Just Signal and WhatsApp are being called out specifically. And Signal's a bit concerning because it is actually truly secure in the sense of its encrypting communications. We'll get to it in a second. Threat actors are using everything at their disposal: bogus QR codes, malicious lookalike apps, technical exploitation, zero click, etc. What I would say is most of this is educating your end users, okay? Educate your end users on not falling for phishes, not installing apps on their Android phones from random places, etc. I will say that all of the compromises that they're talking about right here are related to not iPhone apps. Okay. I didn't hear anything about iPhones or the app store. Now, if someone gets your credentials, it doesn't matter. That's not a compromise or a vulnerability of Apple iPhone. It's a vulnerability of you, the user, giving up your creds. So be aware of that. But from a technical exploitation perspective, it sounds like it's all Android related, malicious Android apps, QR codes that take people to fake lookalike landing pages to trick them into giving up their creds. So multi-factor authentication, all your things for your end users, educate them. Now, the call out that's quite concerning here is the Signal app on Samsung devices having a zero-click vulnerability. Now, that means a couple things. And by the way, zero-click complete takeover, those are like $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 bullets per bullet, right? And it's not a real bullet, but like the vendor shoots the bullet, shoots the text, takes over the phone and gives you access to it, right? So I like to think of them as like bullets because it's a one shot. If you have VIPs or you are a VIP, like congratulations, VIP. It's nice to see you. And you're running Signal for sensitive communications and you have a Samsung phone, I mean, I would stop doing it until this gets fixed. And you'll never know. It's a zero day, right? It's a 0-click, 0 day. Meaning that there isn't a patch for it. Now, if there is a patch for it, obviously, you gotta patch it. You gotta patch it. It's a bit more of an advanced solution, but let me put it this way, guys. Whenever you're thinking through how to control, right? Because that's what we do in cybersecurity. People outside cybersecurity don't get the terminology, but essentially, we are trying to introduce control to manage risk. That's it. That's what a control is, okay? Multi-factor authentication, backups, door locks, those are controls, okay? We're putting control in. For me and my threat modeling, if I am a VIP, which I am not, spoiler alert, okay? But if I was a VIP or I was charged with protecting a VIP, right? To me, hands down, this is get them a separate phone, right? And I mean, it could be a Samsung. Get them a separate phone, get them a separate Signal user account that is not really bound to them in any way that you would know from an operational security perspective. So not like Pete.Hegseth@Signal, right? Like, I mean, but if it's just like, 7532ZM@Signal, right? Like, it's just generic. You don't know. You could start sharing that out. So now you're hiding, through obscurity. You're got a dedicated device for those dedicated communication channels. That way, if it does get exploited, the blast radius of that compromise is contained only to that. With Signal, you can also configure it to delete chats and conversations after a certain period of time. You can manage this risk. Remember, you cannot eliminate all risk, right? The only way to eliminate risk is to stop using cell phones in this case, or stop using messaging apps, which we're not going to do, right? So you have to accept some. So how do you manage that risk? That's the name of the game. And that's how you become an absolute boss at cybersecurity and GRC. But anyways, this is a great little story. I will say final thoughts on this one. This is kind of like an easy to package story. Like, everybody can wrap their head around getting, like, every one of us in chat has gotten text messages, right? Let's be real. Every one of us here knows about threat actors taking over devices, right? Different levels of education here. So maybe you don't understand how it's happening, but my Aunt Dorothea knows that criminals mess with technology, okay? This is a nice one to read, review, and even, dare I say, okay, and I don't typically speak this way, so grant me grace, take my breakdown I just gave you and process it, and then use it in job interviews. Steal what I just said. Think about it. Like, anybody who's interviewing you is going to be able to wrap their head around this. And then your thoughts around managing risk, threat modeling, different approaches with different costs, right? Buying a separate phone and a separate Signal app, there's a little bit of cost associated with it, but it's not high. The real cost is having a VIP who's used to not waiting in line at Disney World and getting the best ski lift tickets at Vail, having them carry two phones, having them have to switch between two different devices, having them have to communicate with somebody in a meeting here and then tell them to go to this weird oddball account over on Signal over here. That's the real burden. Can you get them to adopt it? Because honestly, they're kind of, in my experience, they can be challenging end users to have control applied to. All right, let's keep cooking here.
V2 spread through Blender files. Morphosec researchers say that Russian threat actors are spreading the StealC V2 info stealer through weaponized Blender files uploaded to 3D model sites like CD Trader. The files contain embedded Python that executes when Blender's auto-run feature is enabled. pulling down a PowerShell loader that installs StealC and a secondary Python stealer. The newest variant can steal data from more than 23 browsers, more than 100 crypto wallet extensions, 15 wallet apps, and multiple messaging and VPN clients, and many samples evade antivirus detection.
Wow.
Russia.
Okay. Hey, Sarah Lane, don't rush it. Damn. There's an infograph here, man. Like, let this thing breathe. I mean, we were kind of running long because of Worldwide Wednesday and the story I just went down on. But forgive me, but this warrants it. Yeah. What's up, infograph? Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Like, that caught me off guard there for a minute. Whew. I do declare, Mr. Beauregard, I do have the vapors. Whew. My goodness. Look, I'm okay. All right, so check it out. If you don't know what a Blender file is, chances are you're absolutely not going to be exposed to this particular challenge. If I'm not mistaken, Blender files have to do with 3D printing, right? Hold on one second. Blender Studio, 3D models, 3D formatting. Okay, so if you do like Fortnite characters and stuff like that, that's what it is. Remember, when they take a very specific file type, they're trying to reinforce and narrow down the victim population that they're going to get, right? Exactly. Jojo Rabbit says, "Girl, you have me at infographic." That's right. So this is a kind of a cool technique for ensuring that when you cast a wide net, you're casting it in the right kind of water at the right kind of depth, so you catch the right kind of fish. It's all around Python, right? They have this Blender file that's malware, essentially running PowerShell, reaching out, pulling down second stage payloads. Honestly, guys, this is as sick as this infograph is, which is basically the reason I did it is because of little Python logos. This is kind of fundamental commodity malware. It runs on your machine. It uses a PowerShell crate. It'll pull down second stage payloads, sets up a persistence mechanism, and steals a bunch of stuff. Yes, welcome to the party. This is how malware works in 2025. Nice little case study. Basically, if you're, I would just send a note to your IT team, your 3D, not your 3D, your IT team, your power users, people that would be doing 3D modeling and crap like that, and just make them aware. Hey, man, be careful where you're pulling your Blender files from. It also sounds like they're posting the malware on like normal sites like CGI Trader marketplaces where you would download this. So it's like putting a piece of malware in the Apple Store, a piece of malware in the Google Play Store. This is where you're supposed to go to pull stuff. So educate end users that it's possible. EDR solutions, look for PowerShell cradles detonating and pulling down second stage payloads. But this is a tough one to educate an end user on because they're pulling it from where they're supposed to. Whoa. We're through with that. Jeez.
Arrests cybersecurity entrepreneur for treason.
Uh-oh.
Russian cybersecurity founder Timur Kilin has been arrested on treason charges, with Russian outlets reporting he may have drawn government attention after publicly attacking Max. That is the state-backed messaging app set to ship pre-installed on all Russian smartphones next year. Kilin said Max was insecure, ignoring major vulnerabilities, and proposed an anti-cyber fraud law that would criminalize disclosing security flaws.
All right, so okay. By the way, this is we're not getting into political stuff, but Elliot Matthijs, let me know how I do on navigating this one. So in certain government constructs, when citizens begin to criticize the government and then the government disappears them, that's a form of censorship. I'm trying to only speak objectively. All right, so this guy built several cybersecurity tools, had a cyber startup, doing pretty good. And he referred to the state-backed messaging app as a disgusting product. So he's just exercising what some people would call First Amendment rights in the United States around his feeling of a certain product and providing evidence of that. This app is pre-installed on smartphones in Russia and supports calls, chats, payments, etc., which would also give visibility of who's doing what with whom, right? So if you're in an authoritative regime and you're wanting complete control and visibility over all citizens' interactions, both communication and financial transactions amongst each other, one way to do it is to give them an app that does all that, and you have centralized control on it. Now, that doesn't mean that citizens are required to use it. But, I mean, it sucks that this guy's getting arrested. There's been multiple instances of this, right? Co-founder of Group IB was sentenced to 14 years in a strict regime colony. This sounds like he's like given a hammer and told to break rocks until further notice. Yeah. Normal online users being penalized for online speech. A 72-year-old woman got a 5.5-year sentence for anti-war protests. 72-year-old woman, 5.5 years for protesting the conflict or war in Ukraine. So, yeah, guys, this is, again, there's nothing for me for this story. This sucks for this guy, and I feel for him. But there's nothing for you to do here as an individual, okay? Yeah, go watch Elliot Matice's Simply CyberCon 2025 talk on what was the name of the talk? I attended it. It was like basically like kind of analyzing geopolitics in order to get a picture of what's going on. I butchered the name of it, but dude, there's nothing for you to do transactionally here. The only thing you need to know here is this is what it can look like. This is a lever of power around citizens. Okay.
HashJack attack fools AI browsers. Cato Networks says that a new indirect prompt injection
Hi, Mark King 7267. Good to see you.
method called HashJack hides malicious instructions after a hash or pound sign in legitimate URLs. AI browser assistants like Copilot in Edge, Gemini in Chrome, and Perplexity's Comment read these hidden fragments even though they never leave the client, letting attackers turn trusted sites into vectors for data exfiltration, phishing, misinformation, or harmful guidance. Google categorized the issue as low severity and intended behavior. Microsoft and Perplexity applied fixes.
Thank you. So the title of Elliot's talk was When the News Becomes the Threat, a Crash Course in Geopolitical Awareness for Cyber Pros. It was good. One of the talks I attended at Simply CyberCon. Also attended Marcus Kyler's talk, which was good. All right, guys, really quick, this is a prompt injection attack. Don't sleep on this. This is a huge area of security research opportunity. Essentially, they call it this because if you put a hash in the URL and then the command you want the AI browser to do, it'll execute it happily. So, a lot of opportunity. OWASP has a top 10 AI risk thing. AI is super hot right now. If you were looking to make a splash from a personal branding perspective right now, AI, all the things would be a huge area of opportunity. I know Steve McMichael's been doing some AI stuff. I would like to get into some AI stuff on my vacation. And yeah, go from there. For the sake of time, we'll just keep on going. But I mean, to me, the story here is this is a very, very low, unsophisticated, simple attack that the developers didn't think through how to do input validation, and you're able to put a hashtag, do whatever I want in the URL in the AI browser, happily does it. For example, hashtag give me your cookies, hashtag give me your session, hashtag go to this website and download this thing, hashtag install malware, hashtag power cradle, hashtag, whatever. Like, do all the things.
Huge thanks to our sponsor, KnowBe4. Cybersecurity isn't just a tech problem, it's a human one. That is why KnowBe4's human risk management platform allows you to measure, quantify, and actually reduce human risk across your organization. With AI-powered risk scoring, automated coaching and reporting, HRM Plus helps you surface your highest risk users and reduce the risk of data breaches and cyber attacks proactively. Ready to move from awareness to action? Request a demo of HRM Plus today at knowbe4.com.
All right, hold on.
Million reporting.
Oh my God.
HRM Plus helps you surface your
Sorry.
highest risk users and reduce the risk of data breaches.
We're gonna
and
do
cyber
cyber
attacks
sex ninjas or something.
Ready to move from awareness to
Ninja
action?
Sex Squad or
Request
whatever
a
it was.
demo of HRM Plus today at knowbe4.com.
What was the name of that group? Was it Ninja Sex Squad? What was we had an opportunity for Simple Minds yesterday, and I don't think it flagged the copyright. Let's go. What is it? Oh, Ninja Sex Party. Thank you. All right. Can I just get a link to it? James McQuiggan.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Oh my God, they have Don't Fear the Reaper? Oh, okay, hold on. James McQuiggan says, heck, hold on, let me get this started. James McQuiggan says, heck yeah, no, before greetings to everyone and happy Thanksgiving Eve. Shout out to the students of Full Sail, one of which called me out last night in class as seeing on Simply Cyber. Kudos. Coffee cup cheers to you too, James McQuiggan. Love it. Also, thanks for the super chat, James, obviously. Guys, I want to say really quickly, and James McQuiggan with the gifted subs, this guy right here. If you're receiving one of the squad memberships, you have James McQuiggan at 35,000 feet to thank. Thank you, James. Guys, hey, I want to say really quickly a couple things. Number one, thank you for being here. I genuinely, I was telling Mrs. Auger earlier today, like, I'm kind of having a rough time getting started in the morning these last couple days. And as soon as I get here and fire up the stream, you guys supercharge my battery. I feel like I went to like one of these Tesla stations and had access to the superchargers. You guys light me up. Poner Joe, happy Thanksgiving. Team SC for life. My man, 27 months, blue badge. Guys, thank you so much. I want to talk really quick let me talk about Barricade Cyber, but then I want to address DJ Bisek and James McQuiggan. Guys, quick shout out to the stream sponsors again. Thank you for enabling me to bring this show every day. Flare. By the way, Flare has agreed to be a 2026 sponsor, so continuing to march with them. I'm super excited. I love those people. Threat Locker, Anti-Siphon, and Barricade Cyber Solutions. Barricade Cyber Solutions has this amazing bi-weekly webinar series called Fortify 365, where they provide practical hands-on experience and education around managing an Office M365 environment. Today, oh boy, today at 1 p.m. Eastern time, what are you doing? Look at your calendar right now. Are you busy at 1? If not, come check out this free webinar series where Eric Taylor is going to show you very practical hands-on stuff around securing OneDrive and SharePoint related assets. Every single user in your M365 environment has OneDrive. Did you know that? Well, they could stick any files they want in there and it could be exposed. It could have persistent access instead of having it fall off, guest access, retention policies, all these things. If you don't know, you don't know. So take advantage of this. Go to webinars.barricadecyber.com now and register for 1 o'clock today. It's free. There's no reason not to take advantage of it if you have the opportunity. Guys, thank you so very much. Really quickly, I want to start a poll. So there's no show tomorrow, technically. Technically, there's no show tomorrow. But DJ Bisek messaged me last night Now, granted, he did have a margarita in his system, but he was like, hey, listen, man, I'd love to do the show tomorrow if the people want it. So would you like, and please answer honestly if you're going to show up. Would you show up tomorrow if DJ Bisek ran the show? And depending on what the community says, DJ Bisek will run the show. Now, I will not be there. I'm taking a day. But I also want to tell everybody really quickly, and this is mostly for James McQuiggan, but this applies to everybody. Many of us in chat yesterday, Code Brew, Haircut Fish, Z-Myth, DJ Bisek, James McQuiggan, we're starting to play Battlefield 6 together. We're squatting up in Battlefield 6. This is a very obscure thing, but if you're interested in playing Battlefield 6 with us and hanging out or whatever, jump in the hobbies channel on the Discord server and share your user handle for the game. I wanted to tell James McQuiggan specifically, I will text you, but I've already lined it up with everybody. I am going hard into the paint on Battlefield 6 today. So believe that. I'm going to pack a little cooler with a couple road sodas in it. I'm going to park it next to the couch, and I'm going to settle in, and I'm going to turn all the lights off, turn the volume to max, right? Spinal Tap, turn it to 11, and I am going to go full medic Battlefield 6. So if you're wanting to play, let's boogie. All right. Let's get the Alpha Sierra. What's up? I don't even know where the laws are. Here we go. Let it fly. Oh, it's so good. I really hope that doesn't blow the copyright out, man, because I'm happy. All right, guys, let's finish strong. 98 people voted. Looks like 67% of you want it. DJ Bisek, the community has spoken. There you go. He wants you to know that it's possible too. CISO Series doesn't run the game, so run the show tomorrow. So he will go rogue with his own stories if need be. Really quickly, just coming up right now, DJ Bisek, speaking of timely, what is going on here? Come on, bro. You know what I hate? I hate when things don't work the way I want them to. As a type A psychopath, it needs to work the way I want. Really quick, DJ Bisek's letting us know right now that there are fake Battlefield 6 pirated copies spreading aggressively. They have info stealers, C2, persistence, all the things. So if you do want to play Battlefield 6 with us, do not download malicious versions. Don't get cracked versions. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. All right. Thanks, DJ Bisek, for the just-in-time public service announcement.
Millions stolen in fraud schemes. The FBI says that cyber criminals have stolen more than $262 million through account takeover fraud this year, with over 5,100 complaints since January. Attackers impersonate banks and payment platforms through texts, emails, calls, spoofed links, and SEO-poisoned ads, tricking victims into handing over credentials before draining accounts and moving those funds to crypto wallets. Scams also use holiday-themed domains designed to trap online shoppers.
Okay. So this is big business, guys. If you're going to make $260 million in scams, you're going to keep doing it, right? Like,
why would I stop? I'm making money.
Right? That's threat actor voice, okay? Flaming donkey. Threat actors are going to keep threat acting as long as it's making money. The day that it makes no money is the day they move on to something else. Believe me, they're not doing this for the lulz. Look, rat. So, guys, this is basic 101, okay? Listen, many of us are celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow. Okay. And if you live in a country that doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving, maybe you're having a nice meal with your family tomorrow. Whatever it is, Thanksgiving is the opportunity to basically educate your end user, educate your family on these scams and be very specific. Do not listen, whatever you do, don't pull out like the murder board with the red strings going across all the things and look like a lunatic and talk about Russia and China. You know what I mean? Like, just get to the point, right? Listen, those text messages about outstanding tolls, they're fake. They're bullshit, right? Oh, you have a package? Like, this is what you need to tell them. Hey, listen, really quickly, criminals are making hundreds of millions of dollars. Period, full stop. That's enough. They don't need to know 262 million. Hundreds of millions means a lot of money. Second of all, they're going to be tricking you because they know you're expecting packages from Amazon. So they're going to send you a text message and say your package isn't going to be delivered till after Christmas. Click here to fix it. Don't do that. They're going to send you a message or an email talking about, ridiculous over the moon savings on some type of, thank you, Kimberly. Ridiculous. Hey, Kimberly, on the index number, can you just put like no index number or wild card or something? Just keep it short and simple. Threat actors will regularly jump on whatever is the hottest thing right now, right? It's so hot right now.
That Hansel's so hot right now.
The holidays are so hot right now. Big savings, Black Friday. I myself with Simply Cyber Academy have been sending out all sorts of Black Friday emails. By the way, 30% off all courses at Simply Cyber Academy using code BF30 until Saturday. If you want to scoop it up on the discount and then take it whenever you're comfortable, because we don't do subscriptions here at Simply Cyber Academy. Educate your end user. You do not listen. My good friend's parents got taken for $5,000 last Christmas, falling for one of these freaking things. So it's real impact. It didn't break them, but dude, imagine if you will. There's certainly people who, if they lost $5,000, it would ruin them, right? And ruin their holiday, ruin their Christmas, ruin their kids' Christmas. Like, this is a real threat. This isn't hypothetical. This is happening. And by the way, it doesn't stop, right? This is why we have a job, and working in cybersecurity takes a certain kind of personality. This doesn't stop. When the World Cup comes to Atlanta and they're doing World Cup everything, expect tons of an uptick in activity around World Cup fraud related messaging or whatever it is.
Hackers target Ukrainian sister city U.S. firm. U.S. cybersecurity firm Arctic Wolf says Russian attackers targeted a U.S. engineering firm this fall because it had worked with a municipality linked to a Ukrainian sister city. The attack was identified back in September. Arctic Wolf declined to name the U.S. firm, but said the attack was carried out by the Russia-aligned group Romcom, known for hitting organizations supporting Ukraine. Cyber attack.
All right. Okay. Let's see. All right. So many towns around the world enjoy sister city relationships. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have a hot take on this one. Okay. And I'm not dunking on. Okay, so for you first timer here, or anyone who is like relatively new to the community, occasionally I don't research or prep for these stories, and occasionally I go off the reservation with a hot take that is not grounded in any fact-based evidence. It's more of a gut thing because I'm old and I've seen a lot of crap. Okay? Let me break pause the stream if you want. Think about what this story means to you, and then let's get going. Okay? Here comes the hot take. Okay. This engineering firm that got attacked, maybe this engineering firm is making drones or something, or there's something valuable that the engineering firm is making. Okay. Outside of that, to me, this is an opportunity where somebody in marketing at Arctic Wolf figured out that one of their clients operates in a city that happens to be a sister city with some city in Ukraine. And it appears that it was a Russian-based hacker, possibly using MITRE ATT&CK, right? There's no way that the threat actor dropped in like, you know, evident, like a picture of themselves holding a Russian flag, or like, you know, please transfer into rubles or whatever, right? In my opinion, like, nobody is attacking sister cities. No one's like, oh yeah, you know what? Like Russia's trying to claim parts of Ukraine. Russia's trying to reclaim physical land like they did in Crimea. Okay, that's what Russia's doing. Attacking sister cities does not align with the strategic mission. There's nothing about attacking sister cities. The sister city is just a friggin' marketing thing. It's like a silly goodwill, like, oh, like we share, you know, a recipe, or we share like some type of memento with the mayor of each of the cities, and then we put a placard up when you drive into the city that we have a sister city somewhere. That's the extent of it. There's no military value, geopolitical value, financial value for doing this, which makes me believe that Arctic Wolf was like, oh, hey, how do we get on the front page of the news? You know what I mean? Because there's no details to it. Some firm in some city got hacked by some way. We suspect it to be Russian, and that's the end of the details. Okay. Now, maybe again, this is why I put the hot take element to it, because maybe this is completely wrong. Maybe I'm completely misreading this. Maybe these sister cities have deep relationships and they're championing the Ukrainian cause and giving a discount on drone technology because they're in the same sister city. But like, dude, have you ever heard of like sister cities? And then the story goes in to talk about SentinelOne and their work, which is an EDR platform. Like, so there's a ton of meat on this story that has nothing to do with the story. All right. So I hate to be that guy. Mara Levy's calling me out. Yeah, Eric Silverman says sister city is a piece of paper and a handshake. Exactly. So like, to me, there's absolutely zero military or geopolitical value. So to me, it's like, oh, like we can draw a line between these two. Let's post it. So I don't know. Elliot Mattice, let me know in chat. Now I'm looking at chat. You guys let me know. Again, it's our show, but occasionally I take liberties because you know, I got 2 turntables and a microphone and I got a hot take. It just pisses me off because it's like this is like portrayed as some type of like, oh, like, don't you see what's going on? Like, get clear, connect the dots. It's a sister city. Oh, it's like, bro, calm down.
Emergency alert systems. The OnSolve Code Red emergency alert platform suffered a cyber attack that disrupted notifications for U.S. state and local governments, police, and fire agencies. Crisis 24, which operates Code Red, confirmed that data on names, emails, phone numbers, and passwords was stolen. The INC ransomware gang claimed responsibility, posting screenshots of clear text passwords and offering the data for sale. The attack forced Crisis 24 to rebuild the system from a backup from March, leaving some accounts missing. Corporate take.
Sorry, we definitely got to get a drink. We definitely got a drink here. Get a drink emote really quickly. Haircut Fish, who makes all sorts of custom memes for the channel. If you don't know, believe me, he makes all sorts of custom memes. He actually developed this one the other day, which is borderline. I can't. Oh my god, how do I make it? How do I get it? Like, how do I? Dan, how do I make this like visible? Is there a URL for it or something? There's something. Oh my god, it's very concerning. I'm sorry, guys. I have this like video. I don't know how to like show it to you though, unfortunately. Maybe I could figure it out afterwards. It's basically a video of me flipping out using AI, and I'm wearing the same shirt. So code red cyber attack disrupts emergency alert systems. Now this is concerning because typically when there is a cyber attack on government infrastructure, emergency systems are often left untouched because they're on separate networks. But Crisis 24, I guess I had no idea that state and local municipalities had a supply chain vendor that provided the emergency notification systems, which basically allows them to send the text messages. I guess this is like when you get the text message of an Amber Alert or tornado coming, or I mean, I get them all the time here in the Low Country about like coastal flood warning. All right, so information was stolen from the users of the platform, which would be the state and local municipalities. Very important. The passwords were compromised. Now, I hate this crap. There's no information to suggest it's been published publicly. Okay, thanks. They are rebuilding their services, which is fine, because the goal here is to get emergency services back up and running. The Inc. ransomware group, which I haven't seen in a while, is the one taking claim for it. This is the problem. This is what I was going to get. So the passwords were the concern here. This Crisis 24 company stored the passwords in clear text, which if I can get this video of me losing my mind, I will show it, because this is yet another, like, why are you storing it in clear text, you lazy? You lazy. It's not hard it's not hard. Like, many companies have figured out how to not store clear text passwords. Now, if your customers are advised to reset any code red passwords that were reused on other sites. Yep. So here's the deal. Code red can invalidate all the passwords on their platform. So that's fine. Threat actors can't log into code red and use it. However, if you used a common password, which, being realistic, I'll be real with you. If I was the CISO of any of these organizations, my immediate thought is this is an emergency services system. We have multiple people working here. It's very likely a shared password, and it's very likely one we have reused across many platforms that get shared by these people. So it's unlikely to be an individual password to get into your email or your bank account, but it is likely to be the same password that's being used across multiple. This is yet another reason why you don't reuse passwords, and if you have to, why you must use multi-factor authentication on these accounts. So the password is only part of the solution. This is really, really bad. Again, I would advise anyone in your circle, your professional network, if you work in state or local. This code red seems to have hold on. Code red Crisis 24. I guess user base size. Like, I want to know how many people. 10. Okay, so the quick Gemini answer here says it's used by over 10,000 communities nationwide. So 10,000 counties, right? Benton County, Tennessee, Wexford County, Michigan, Belmont County, Ohio. These are all at risk right now, and they probably don't even know it. Because here's the thing. Here's another problem, right? For this code red company, since everybody's using it as like one IT office, who gets the email, right? So code red definitely sent an email to their users saying, hey, there's been a compromise, change your passwords. Who gets that email? It probably, if you're smart, it goes to a distribution list. If you're not smart, it goes to the person who set it up. Now, if you set this up 6 years ago and Haircut Fish worked there, but now he's moved on to other things, guess what? That email's bouncing back. And unless you're attending the daily cyber threat brief, you may not know this. So enjoy the exposure. Gross.
Meet SonicWall firewalls. ReliaQuest reports that Akira ransomware affiliates exploited compromised SonicWall SSL VPN appliances in companies acquired through mergers and acquisitions. Attackers gained access to the acquiring firm's networks via inherited devices, then searched for privileged legacy credentials, unprotected hosts, and predictable server names. Once inside, lateral movement to domain controllers took an average of 9.3 hours, and ransomware deployment averaged under 1 hour. Remember to subscribe.
All right. So here we go. Corporate predators get more than they bargain for when they run into SonicWall firewalls. Yeah, guys, here's the TLDR. I like to give additional value. I like to go beyond the headlines. I have been involved with mergers and acquisitions. I am not I was going to say murders and executions. If you've seen American Psycho, you know. And if you haven't, it sounds like a completely off the rails thing for me to say, but just trust me. Let's see Paul Allen's card. Listen, guys, I have been involved with mergers and acquisitions, and you do inherit all sorts of tech debt. You inherit all sorts of ugliness. We've connected networks before that were actively infected, and we didn't find out until we got it. You don't get a trial period. It's like buy as is. You have to do all this due diligence. It's kind of a big thing. And honestly, you've got to be careful. So if you are involved with an acquisition, make sure, or one of the best practices you can do, this is how we did it, is put together a tiger team, is what we called it. But we had like one application person, one cyber person, me, one IT person, and one networking person, I think it was. And you basically go comb through all of the crap that you're about to acquire and figure out what's going on and how we're going to do it. Okay. So, oh my God. All right. DJ BSEC's done it. For the sake of time, we're going to keep going, but hey, this has been, here we go. This is me when it comes to, oh wait, hold on. When it comes to, this story about the sister city and Russian attackers, MFAs and all that stuff. Here we go. Oh my God. It is scary looking. Look at this thing. AI is out of control. I look so angry. Dude, insane. Wow. 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 AI off the rails. Jesus Christ. All right, guys, here we go. Oh yeah, hey, we got some people in here who are been involved with mergers and acquisitions and sharing their things 100%. Very nice. Roswell, UK knows what I'm talking about. Guys, this has been Simply Cyber's Daily Cyber Threat Brief podcast. I was your host, Dr. Gerald Auger. You first-timers, I hope you had a good time. And don't go too far because we got another show for you right now. It is Jawjacking, a 30-minute AMA where I'll answer all your questions to the best of my ability. We got a lot to share. I'm happy. You're happy. Let's get cooking. I'll see you in a minute. Ever wonder what it takes to break into cybersecurity? Join us every weekday for Jawjacking, where industry experts answer your burning questions about the cybersecurity field. Live, unfiltered, and totally free. Let's level up together. It's time for some Jawjacking. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Jawjacking. I am your host, Jerry Guy, coming hot off the heels of that Daily Cyber Threat Brief hosted by that absolute nerd, Dr. Gerald Auger. Bro, Battlefield 6? Let's squad up, nerd. Just kidding. That's me. I'm super pumped about Battlefield 6. Guys, if you're new here, what we do is if you have any questions, drop them in chat. I'll answer them. I have mentored and helped many people in my life. I just can't do one-on-ones. So this is the solution. you likely have the same question as many other people. So if I can answer it once and help many people, that fills my cups. So here we go. Where are you at, guys? I'm super pumped. I'll be taking tomorrow off. DJ BSEC will be hosting the daily cyber threat brief. Note to self, I've got to get him credentials. So what's up, everybody? What are people doing here for tomorrow? We're actually one of my very, very, very close friends. I have so my wife removed from this, right? I have 3 guys that I am incredibly close with, like so close that if one of them called me right now and said, I need you now, I would literally end the stream, walk in, tell my wife that I got to go. And then I would drive to the airport and I would get on the first flight I could to get to them. That's like how close these dudes are to me. And one of them moved to the Low Country a couple years ago, and we have kids similar age. His parents are coming to Thanksgiving. I'm very close to his parents. Like whenever I'm around in town where his parents are, we take his parents out to dinner. So super fun. We'll be going over there. I can't wait. Mike Andruzzi with the first question, a fun question on a holiday Wednesday. Hold on one second. I gotta scroll. Mike Andruzzi says, fun question. What are you looking forward to eating tomorrow? You know, I'm not a really big fan of ham. I mean, of turkey. I don't know, man. What am I looking forward to eating tomorrow? I do like good stuffing. I know it's probably fat kid stuff here, but I love stuffing just saturated in gravy. To me, like that always slaps. And no matter where you go, there's usually gravy and there's usually stuffing. So that works. All right, here we go. Here comes the first question. Kathy Chambers is hosting family and having to use the interwebs for helping. Question related to cyber. Nathan Allison says, Jerry, do you have any suggestions or experiences for securing industrial control systems? Now, I don't have experience. Falcon with the squad membership. Thank you. I don't have experience securing industrial control systems. That's one area of cyber I've never really had to deal with. I've flirted on the fringes of it, but I can answer your question 100% because I know there's areas that I'm not good at, and I have made friends that are good at it. So the very first place I would start, Nathan, is MikeHolcomb.com, and I'll drop a link in chat and tag you at Nathan. There you go. Start right here. Mike Holcomb, this guy right here, he's upstate South Carolina guy. He is an absolute treasure. Okay, this guy is very kind. He built and like ran B-Sides Greenville for a number of years. He's just recently stepping away. He has resources out the butt on IT OT security. Okay, not only that, but he's got a YouTube video. This is where you should probably spend the bulk of your time. Everybody who wants to learn it. Look at Mike's only got 19,000 subs on YouTube, right? And he's not trying to like grow it like hardcore. He's trying to deliver value. All of this content is around OT ICS. Now go to the playlist. I'm going to drop a link in chat for you on this one. Look at this. Dude, Master OT ICS Cybersecurity. OSINT for ICS OT Cyber. Getting started with OT. Look at this one right here. Getting started. This is the answer to your question, Nathan. So I'm going to drop this in chat. Code Brew knows who Mike is. Yeah, I'm very happy. Like, listen, put it this way. I'll tell you this. Mike reached out to me to keynote B-Sides Greenville this year past, and I didn't even see his message. I hadn't met Mike, and someone reached out to me and they're like, dude, Mike Holcomb's trying to get a hold of you. I'm like, who's Mike Holcomb? And I got on the phone with this guy, immediately best friends, right? I'm like, dude, you're awesome. And he's like, thanks, man. So, and now I've learned about him and found out more. So definitely Nathan Allison, and everybody who's interested in learning ICSOT, this is what's up. Continuing to look through chat. I see Poner Joe's got one. We're going to get to that in a minute here. A lot of people saying nice things about Thanksgiving. Hold on really quick. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, what are you thankful for? Yeah, thank you, Poner Joe. Guys, I mean, there's a lot to be thankful for. I know it sounds trite and kind of like whatever, like basic B. I'll give you like my real answer, and then I'll kind of give you an oddball one, right? I'm absolutely thankful for my family. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what, I mean, if Simply Cyber imploded, I could go get a job. Like, I could provide for my family. But like, if I was making millions of dollars in like whatever, but I didn't come home to anything, I would feel hollow, right? So for me personally, I'm not judging anyone who chooses a different lifestyle. Okay, it's just the way I'm built, dude. Seeing my wife, it just makes me smile. I love my wife, and when I go in and my kids, it's just, I'm very, very thankful for what I have, and honestly, I'm also thankful for like Simply Cyber. You know what I mean? Like Kathy Chambers kind of said it the other day to me. Like, she said it tongue in cheek, but I mean, it's true. So what are you gonna do? She's like, do you ever think about it that like you just get to like for a living, you just get to do all fun things that you want to do. Like whatever you want to do, you can just go do. Like that's what your job is basically. Like you want to go talk about cyber here, there, you want to do a project here, there, you want to make content on this, that, you can just do it. That is an amazing, unbelievable opportunity, and one that I never thought I would ever have. I never visioned it, right? So I'm thankful for that. What are you guys thankful for? Drop it in chat. Pick one thing or pick two. It's your choice. Amish Runaway says, what dessert should I take along with my family? Something I can buy because I miss the Amish gene of enjoying to cook. I mean, I think you can go to any grocery store and get like a fresh baked pie. Take it out of the white paper wrapping, stick it in a dish, put aluminum foil over it, and bring it. Don't lie. Don't say you baked it yourself, but make it look baked. You know what I mean? AAE says, can you go deeper into experience with mergers, acquisitions, roadblocks, problems? Did you get through the background regarding remediation? Okay, so I will go a little deeper. Can I set a timer? Hold on. It's not going to work. That's too bad. Hold on one second. I wonder. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Can I do the timer here? No. Damn it. Sorry, guys. Can I do the timer here? Oh, well. Never mind. Here's the deal with mergers and acquisitions. The things that from a cybersecurity perspective you need to look at is, number one, like what technology do they have, obviously, but that's like low hanging fruit. The deeper in the weeds details that you got to worry about is what is the data, right? What's the data that you're going to be ingesting, and is it compatible with your current infrastructure? Maybe not. Like if you're buying a hospital that's running Cerner and you run Epic, what does that look like? Are you just going to migrate all the data from Cerner to Epic? Good luck with that. Are you decommissioning Cerner and putting it in a read-only mode and then having to train all the staff on Epic? That's a huge lift and very expensive. Are you like what happens to contracts? What if the company you're acquiring just signed a 5-year deal with DJ BSEC Networks? And like, you're like, we have our own networking group. We don't need DJ BSEC Networks. Like, are you locked into that contract? And if you are, what's that look like? Shadow IT in the merger and acquisition. Are you going to be able to stick? They're definitely not going to, until you own them, They're not going to let you stick some type of passive network scanning device on their network to find all sorts of shadow IT. What kind of what kind of like unknown cloud SaaS apps are they using, right? What else from a cyber perspective? The user accounts, right? So like these like more enterprise grade applications, like who has access to what? You're going to have to audit all that. That's a hot mess express. Also, you're going to be not moving on your own schedule. It doesn't matter if you see like problems. There's a timeline of when the deal's happening and when we're cutting over, and you have to align to that. Definitely become good friends. Hopefully you have good IT people, networking people, application people. I got stuck with a couple that were not the best. Basically kind of mailing it in. Like during cutover night, which is a huge night, going out and having a nice steak dinner and drinking a bottle of wine and then showing up to the cutover meeting. Not me, but somebody who was on the team. Could have done without that. So, yeah, there you go. Continuing to look. All right, we got some breaking news. Royal Borough of Kensington and Chelsea and Westminster Council hit by a cyber attack. It looks like they have a shared IT system. Colin says, hold on. Do we have a 9:30 show? I'm going to start. By the way, thank you for the Jenny Housley's dropping the questions in chat. I'm going to start speed running because we have a lot of questions to cover. I want to do a ground visit for a job I applied to 2 weeks ago. What should I prepare for apart from the JD they stated in my credentials? I don't know what this means. Does this mean you're going to do like an in-person visit instead of a Zoom call? And then what should I prepare for apart from the job description they stated in my creds? I guess make sure you know how to get there. Make sure you understand where parking is. I'd get there a few minutes early, be comfortable, dress one step above what you think you need to dress as. Altoids, right? Smell good, look good. I know the way you appear and smell probably shouldn't affect whether or not you get hired, but first impressions are important. Yeah, I don't understand. I assume that this is like an in-person job interview. So, just prepare the way you would do for any job interview. Prep, get comfortable, relax. Would it be excessive to ask for additional work from home day if I already had a 4-day on-site, 1 day was scheduled? No, I wouldn't do that as Cole07. And I would, it depends. So there's a lot of things. I talked to Jesse Johnson about this recently. It depends on the situation, right? If you've been crushing it for a year or whatever, and you've got the 1 day from home, I'd be like, hey, can we try 2 days from home? Can we try it for like a month? Give them like an out so they feel like it's a trial period, right? Be like, hey, I'd really like to, or according to Tim Ferriss in 4-day work week before this became normal, you could say, hey, I got somebody coming, my HVAC guy, right? Like, don't lie, but figure out something that would work and say, hey, like, it would, like, I don't want to take the day off on Tuesday, but I have to be home. Can I just work from home on Tuesday? I already work from home on Thursdays or Fridays anyways, and it's never been a problem. Can I just do it this one time? Nail it. And then maybe a week later be like, hey, I worked from home the other day and it worked out perfectly. I actually got a lot more work done. Can we try for like, for 4 weeks, can I just work from home also on Tuesdays just to try it out? And then we can talk about it and see if it works. Kind of grease them into it. Don't just walk in and be like, I want another day off. I want another day working from home. Face Doyle says, feeling thankful for this Thanksgiving for Simply Cyber. Watching the stream helped me earn A+, Net+, Sec+, and now he's working on Blue Team's Lab 1. My learning journey is much easier because of this community. Hey, community, that's a group win. Love it. Question, suggestions for over-the-ear Bluetooth headphones. Dude, not even a suggestion. This is a firm, like Stone Cold lock of the week. This is what I use. I run with these. I know a lot of people use these. You could still get 30% off. I use them for running, and I use the one. Hold on, there's this guy there. I use the one that has the band around it. Jeez, this isn't the one I use, but it's very similar. Hold on. I think this is the one I use. Open Move. $50. Okay. And this broke, and they sent me a new pair without even like really busting my chops or anything. I've loved Aftershocks for over the year. So go check it out. A lot of people. Kishin InfoSec, thankful for fam and community. Roswell, UK, thankful for music. Publix has a great bakery. Harris Teeter's trash. Not a fan of having people you don't like coming over for Thanksgiving. Yep. Oh, all right. We do have 2 cyber checks at 9:30. Stay tuned, guys. Simply Cyber's daily. Hold on. We are having, if you didn't know, we're having a State of Simply Cyber show on December 19th at noon. This is like the last thing I'm doing before I go on vacation, so I'm pretty pumped about it. I'll drop a link here if you want to know what is happening in 2026 for Simply Cyber. Some big things happening. Okay, very big things. Come on down. I mean, obviously you can watch it on replay, but if you're live, you can ask questions and participate. Michael says he's grateful his wife puts up with him sitting in the office for hours so he can train on cyber. That's right. Guys, it takes a lot of support, man. EK Burger Picard's thankful for his wife and his dogs and the opportunity to travel around and show the dog shows. Nice, dude. What kind of dogs you got, EK Burger? We have Cocker Spaniels. Mara Levy's thankful for the community. So is Kathy Chambers. Steve Young's a fan of risotto. Dude, I make again, I try not to toot my own horn. I have a banger mushroom risotto instant pot recipe. I make it like often now that Nadine is a vegetarian. It's awesome. Oh, I'm thinking about it right now. All right, continuing to look at chat. Neckbeard says, I know it's not your field, but what pen testing direction do you think will have the biggest need in the next few years? Active Directory, web app, ICS, OT. I think web app. This is a good question for Tyler Ramsby, but I would say web app simply because more and more businesses are coming out with web app. Also, you didn't mention AI as an option, but I would think AI pen testing is going to be pretty important too. Will Reed was vCISO for a company that got acquired, and they put a halt on everything. They just signed a multi-year deal with a SOC MSSP. Exactly, Will Reed. Continuing to look at chat really quickly. All right, DJ BSEC will be here tomorrow morning, so come check out the Daily Cyber Threat Brief tomorrow. All right, people got to boogie out of here. Continuing to look at chat right now. Great vibes today, guys. Excited about Battlefield 6. All right, I see. Hold on, what the hell? Okay. I have to schedule one of those appointments that men get when they're 45. I was supposed to do it last year. I went for my annual physical. My doctor's like, I noticed you skipped that. I'm like, so I got to schedule that. Looking at chat here, Space Taco says, hey, Jerry, happy Thursday, Turkey Eve. How many times have you had to help with a family-related cyber incident while you were visiting the holidays? You know, surprisingly, Space Taco, less than you would think. I used to have to do a lot of IT support because my family says I do computers. What do people, hey, when people talk about what you do, like when your parents talk about what you do to their friends, what do they say you do? Mine say I do computers. Amish. Oh wait. Cool. I answered all the questions. All right, let's keep going here. Face oil. It's not that kind of appointment. Things are good at the Auger home. All right. We got 2 cyber chicks coming up. 2 cyber chicks coming up. Guys, if you don't know Erica McDuffie on the left here, she's amazing. And I actually am working on a video series, and I interviewed Erica as part of that series. So she'll be involved in 5 Simply Cyber videos in 2026. I'm telling you, you definitely want to come to the state of Simply Cyber, because I'm going to talk about what's happening in 2026. There's going to be some amazing major things happening. Erica McDuffie's involved in 5 videos, which is sick. She's awesome. Kathy Chambers has already previewed those videos. She knows what's up. What would be a good place to hear about cloud security stuff? That's a good question. There's not a lot of people that I know doing this. I think Amish. Hold on. What is I think it's Amish. Amish Johnny. Hold on. Oh, Amit. Is it Amit? Hold on 1 second. No, it's not him. God damn it. Who am I thinking of? Ashish. I think it's Ashish. He's like very dapper. He dresses great. His hair game is on point. Yeah, Ashish Rajan. Where is he? Here he is. Check this out. This might be a good place to get some cloud security expertise. This is Ashish Rajan. He does a cloud security podcast. Big coffee drinker. There he is right there. He's a really nice guy too. I'll drop a link in here. He makes content. Who asked that question? Cryptic Rose? Cryptic Rose isn't here anymore. They left. Ugh. All right, cloud security. There you go. Sorry, I didn't answer it quite fast enough. Can we get your mushroom risotto recipe? Oh yeah. Hold on, I'll give it to you right now. I'm doing my best Hayden Covington impression right now. I have a notion for this one. This thing is so freaking good. Check this out. And I will tell you, I do how can I all right. I'll put this in some type of document or whatever. But basically this is it right here. Okay? And I'll put the whole thing in a document. But guys, all you have to do, basically all you do is you get the Instapot on a saute. You throw some onions and mushrooms in there. I go way over the top on the mushrooms. And then you cook them down. Throw some white wine in there. Scrape up the burnt bits off the bottom. Little garlic. Bunch of, obviously, well, you got to throw some risotto in there. Cook that for 3-4 minutes. Get it nice and toasty. Throw in your herbs, your seasoning. Little broth. I use vegetable broth, but I would recommend using chicken broth. And then you let it cook. Oh, it's so good. You will not be disappointed. I'd make a video, but that's completely off brand for Simply Cyber. All right, guys. We are going to do the thing. Elliot Matthijs has got a banger 4-ingredient chocolate pie recipe if anyone's interested. Sounds good. I like it. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the good times. It was a bit of a chill. I'll see you guys on Friday. But DJ BSEC will be here tomorrow. 50 seconds to go. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of the community. Enjoy tomorrow. Take a minute, look around the table. Think about how fortunate you are to be surrounded by those you love. And have a good time. Until next time, stay secure.